everyone, welcome to Instapotting with Poonam. Again, we're going to be doing a main dish today, very similar to the green mug curry that we did earlier. So we're going to be doing a split yellow dal or split yellow lentil, and it's called mugni dal in the Indian store when you're going to go look for that. But it's very similar to the last curry dish or the mug curry dish that we did, and very similar ingredients, but again, you can eat it however you'd like. So some people eat it as a soup, some people eat it with rice, some people eat it with parathas, and some people eat it with fresh roti. So it's however you'd prefer. But we're gonna go ahead and run through all of the ingredients so you have everything ready to go. So we have all of our spices here in order. We have cumin seed, which is jiru. We also have rye, which is mustard seed. We had urad, turmeric. We have ing, which is asafoetida. We have about 3 chilies worth blended up, 3 cloves of garlic blended up, and 2 tablespoons of salt. We got 1 medium-sized onion, 2 Roma tomatoes, and 3/4 cup of mugni dal. And I've already rinsed this, so just make sure when you are gonna use it, you rinse it with water and make sure that you wash it really good before you use it. So these are the basic ingredients that you need. At the end, we'll be adding some lemon, so we'll show you that as well. But these are the basic ingredients that you want. Again, you may have a different variation. I'm not saying this is the perfect way. You can have and add whatever spices you'd like. I'm just giving you a really fast way to get it done. So let's get started. We're gonna go ahead and start the Instapot. So we're gonna go to saute. It's gonna turn on, and we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of oil. Remember, the oil will spread to the outer rim of the Instapot. You're gonna wait about 1 or 2 minutes for the oil to heat up, and you'll see that it will be of a thinner consistency. Okay, so the oil is heated up now. Again, you would be able to know that when the oil reaches the rim of the Instapot. And we're now ready to start adding our ingredients. So we're gonna add the cumin and the mustard seed. Stir it up. You'll start hearing it sizzle when it gets to a really good temperature, but you can go ahead and just stir it out and let it sit for a little bit, for about 1 or 2 minutes for that flavor to get in. Okay, so you can hear that everything's kind of popping in the oil, and so now it's ready for the onions. So you can start putting in your onions. And then you can you can put your urad and your asafoetida in there too. And your garlic and chili. You're gonna let it cook for 2 minutes until the onions are translucent, yellow, and smaller inside. And then we're gonna go ahead and add the tomatoes right after. So let's wait for that to cook in, and we'll get moving on the next step. All right, so the onions are ready. We're now gonna get to the next ingredient, which are the tomatoes. So you're gonna throw the tomatoes in there. And your salt. Remember, the salt helps the tomato juices flow, and so you'll see that it'll start to become a little bit more liquidy. So let's go ahead and disperse the salt throughout that. And you're again gonna let it cook here for about 1 or 2 minutes until the tomatoes start getting smaller in size and the peels start to come off, so you know it's ready for the next step. All right, so it looks like the tomatoes have released some water. Now what you could do is you can go ahead and add your pre-washed mugni dal, which is right here. So for today's recipe, it's 3/4 of a cup mugni dal. Remember, I had already washed it before I had put it in this bowl. A little tip for this is that some people don't like the smell in their house. So a really cool thing that I do is I kind of just plug the Instapot in my stove, and the vent-a-hood is there, and so that way it just goes straight up the vent-a-hood. So that's a really good way of reducing that smell to spread out through your house. So for 3 cups of mugni dal, we're gonna be using 2 cups of water. Now again, the consistency is totally a personal preference and how your family is used to doing it. So I'm not saying there's a right or wrong amount, but for this recipe, we're gonna be doing 2 cups of water for 3/4 cup of mugni dal. And we're gonna go ahead and close it and start the pressure cooker. So we're gonna close the lid and line it up properly. You're gonna close it, follow the arrows. You're gonna now set turn off the saute function. So you're gonna go to cancel. You're gonna go to manual mode. Make sure it's on high pressure. And then you're gonna scroll down. So this is gonna take us probably 8 or 9 minutes. So we're gonna go to 8 minutes. When you open it and you feel like you wanna cook it a little bit longer, you can always close it back and add another 1 or 2 minutes. It's personal preference how you like that cooked. You could be disintegrated or whole, totally up to you. So it's 8 minutes, it's on. Make sure your valve, mine is open, so I need to make sure it's closed so the steam does not come out. The silver prong will pop up when the heat is really high inside. And then once the timer goes down and it starts beeping, we're almost ready to eat. Okay, everybody, so we've released the steam. We're now gonna be able to open the pressure cooker. So we're gonna go ahead and follow the arrows to open it. Open it up. Oh, it looks really good. So you can see that this one turned out a little bit of a looser consistency because you can now eat this like a soup, or you can eat it with rice. If you want to eat it with paratha or roti, you can use less water and it'll be a little bit more of a whole bean. So totally personal preference, however you'd like it. So we're now ready to plate it. You can add extra lemon on top and some cilantro on top. But it is ready to go. It's good on a cold day, or if you have a cold or not feeling that great, this is a really good comfort food. So there's extra lemon that you can add on the top. It's up to you, but you can eat it with paratha, rice, or roti, whatever you prefer. Hope you enjoy it, and I hope you enjoyed that video. Please make sure that you subscribe if you'd like to learn more about Instant Pot with Poonam.